Well, hello, Sag. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And so we're going to go right into your reading, Sag. And I actually have these oracle cards here. Excuse me. It is the Crystal Oracle. I really like these cards. I really do. So we're going to see what information comes out of these cards. I am not losing my voice. I don't know why that just happened. I don't even know where that came from. But anyway, maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe someone's having problems communicating. That could be it too, huh? All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get to it, Sag. Okay. This is for Sagittarius. One more. Ooh, Dolomite. You guys came out with the Dolomite. At the bottom of the deck, it is period. That's exactly what it looks like, right? Period. I think that's what it is. I'll read it in a minute. That looks funny. Your first one that came out was Smoky Quartz. Okay. It says clearing negativity, release negativity from within or around you. So this is going to be very important. Release negativity inside of you. Negativity that has been sitting there for a very long time, perhaps. It could be caused from outward things. It could be caused by conflict about who you are, what you want to be. Here, this one is the Tanzanite. Ready to love again. Listen, I didn't say it, Spirit did. Some of these cards are so dark I can't see. It says, you've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. So some of you guys may be like, no, that's not true, but you will be healing, right? I love the fact that it says ready to love because that's what's coming in for you. Okay, we saw your reading yesterday where it talked about the way you felt about someone from your past. You know, if you want to deal with someone from your past or not, if you're trying to move on. Some of you guys are kind of like, I might. Some of you guys are kind of like, no, I want new. But it doesn't matter. The thing is, are you ready for it? Have you been able to release those negative energies, release the pain and hurt that you've experienced in those connections previously? Dolomite. I love this pink. I'm obsessed with that color. Here it says, stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. So some of you guys are like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get married, if I'm ever going to find anybody, if I'm ever going to get a good job, if I'm ever going to get this house or this car, if my family's going to change. Okay. It could be anything. Okay. But here it's all about your mindset. It's all about how you think. Keep positive. Keep a positive mindset that things are going to get better, Sagittarius. Okay. At the bottom, I know I probably said this period dot. This is so funny, but it looks like period to me. But, and it could be. Maybe I'm wrong. It could be. But here it says, you can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson or just by knowing the lesson and blessing and the blessings that they contain. Interesting. So life lessons, what have you learned? And I think everyone could use that card. I don't know. I'm not satisfied with these three. Let's get one more for Sag. It's like, yeah, they can learn a lesson, but let's just get another one for Sag, okay? Let's get another one. At the bottom of the deck, wellness. Some of you guys may have been sick. The recovery of health and wellness is here. This is mental too. This is Jade. I love it. So some of you guys, that could be some good news that you needed to hear. You may have been, it could have been, depression. It could be physical, something physical, but it talks about things getting better. Here it is Lamar or Laramar, sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity calls for extra self-care and gentleness. Okay. So this is kind of in harmony with what we see here. Staying strong in the faith, clearing your negative energy, and being able to love again when it's time because of what you've been experiencing and what you've gone through. Ooh, these cards are just amazing here. Amazing, amazing. So we're going to kind of go over this and look at this throughout your reading. We're going to see what's going on with all of this. Sorry, I don't know why my phone is just acting crazy. But let's go ahead and get into your read. Let's see what this is all about. Let's get to it, Sag. I've already shuffled, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the reading. This is for Sagittarius. Look at this. First card, Six of Wands. Success, attention, recognition. Isn't it interesting? We were talking about conflict, and this was the last card that came out. So here I do see that, having success over what? Negative energy, negative people who are acting cold towards you, that type of thing. Remember, heightened emotions is here at the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Cups because of what? Past energies. Someone that you guys may be waiting on, someone that you guys may have to cut off, who made you very unstable. Okay. Six of Wands is amazing because it talks about you having success over all of those things, right? Having success over it. I don't want you guys growing cold because even though I see this energy and you've dealt with these type of behaviors, I've actually said this with every other sign. Don't grow cold in your beautiful, warm nature, fire, Sagittarius, okay? You're going to have people who are going to give you support, who's going to work with you, who's going to be cooperative. You're going to have people like that that's going to come in your life. You don't have to fight for everything. You don't have to worry about it. I don't really see that happening for you all the time. But that inner conflict that you may be having because things are not where you want it to be now. Remember, we're looking towards the future, and this is the reason why, yes, here, of course. I knew we were going to get back to these cards. Stay strong in your faith. Okay? This is not Hallmark Channel, so I'm not going to say that I don't think that it's easy or that, a situation like that, you don't want to know the outcome. Individually, for all of you, it's going to be different. But again, we're talking about you don't have to fight. Okay? So let's go ahead. Let's get some more. Cooperative people are on the way. Some of you guys are actually, maybe a job may not be the best situation. Here it says, with patience, success will come. Here with the Temperance card. This is you. You are literally right below the success. Success is above your head. No longer being indecisive. I don't do reversals, but I'm keeping it there because I love it. No longer being indecisive about what you want. Not being in denial about the people that you had around you. No, none of that. Not waiting any longer, but turning your back on the past and moving forward. Okay? Exactly. Positive change. Work is going to be amazing. Working together. People being cooperative. I told you. I knew it. I can feel it. I knew that was here. And again, walking away from people and things that do not what? People who are not on your level. You don't have time for nonsense. You want to walk away from that. Okay? And you weren't getting anything from it. Whether it was a lover or friends. Sometimes it's even hard with family. It's not walking away from family, but you might have to lessen the conversation, okay? Just because you don't want to deal with conflict. That's not healthy mentally for you, okay? Remember, we had that wellness card. That's what it's about. And see, this is it right here. This is what you've been dealing with, majority of you. You've been dealing with that conflict of, feeling like you have to be competing for someone's time and attention. But I really do believe that a lot of you guys will have a lot of healthy competition to try to get your heart. We've seen that. Look, can't make this up. You cannot make it up. As soon as I said it, you got new love here. So you practice self-love, and then now people have to compete for you. Because you guys are the Queen of Wands. You guys are the sexy one. You're the one that inspires other people. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to see what this is all about. We're going to start with that Six of Wands. Look at this. This came out. Some of you guys are dealing. It never fails. Give me a second, Sag. Yeah, like I said, some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo. But at the same time, you guys had to go within. And when you did, what did you see? You found the best in you. And you know what it is that you need to do to be successful. That's what I'm saying. With time and patience, okay? This actually came out to someone that you've been dealing with has been a burden. And you're going to get relieved from that. This is the reason why here with the Two of Swords, when I was talking about you guys not being in denial. Feel like you had to struggle and fight to get what you want. Okay. Relationships, good relationships shouldn't be a battle. It shouldn't be a struggle. People should be, wanting to cooperate and willing to give you the best, especially if that's what you're willing to give to them. Three of Pentacles. Finances balancing out, and then finally finding a connection that's balanced. I also feel like this has something to do with family too. Especially if it was unstable energy. Cooperation. And then again, Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, love is all up in this reading. Like crazy. You left one thing and the spirit is going to give you something completely brand new. Okay, no more, just a whole lot. You could tell, just struggling, battling. Let's get this Five of Wands. Oh yeah. See, to you, this could be exciting for people who are going to be, fighting for your heart, because you're not used to that. You're not used to people battling over you. You're the one who's been tired this whole time. You've been the one that's been battered. But now there's going to be a brand new beginning here for you. You got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. You have the Lovers and the change. Huge change for you. You had to hear your reading. That's right. See, in due time, you will be satisfied emotionally. And like I said, some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo. And I'm telling you, if you are, it talks about someone winning you over. And it's been a while, but they're going to come back in, and it's going to be something worthwhile because someone regrets what they've done. Now, it could be Virgo, it could be anybody, but I just had to say that with that one in particular. Let's go ahead and get the Two of Swords. Yeah. Look at this. See here with the judgment, you made a judgment call. Because see, remember, you were indecisive with that Two of Swords. That's why I say you are no longer indecisive. You know exactly what you need to do. See, now you were being creative. You understand that you want someone that's going to be cooperative. It does show for some, maybe for some. Not every, okay, so let me say this. People are dealing with their past, right? Some people are still dealing with the past that they've been dealing with for the past 2 years. Other people are like, I'm on my second past person. Okay, so that's the reason why the energies are a little bit different. But it is talking about maybe possibly someone who, you haven't talked to in a while with the Four of Swords. That maybe want to come in and work things out with you. It actually shows that too. Let's get the Wheel of Fortune. Yep. Yeah. See, you do have someone coming in here. Even here with the Six of Swords. Peaceful resolution and moving on in peace. This could be you or that person. Because see, you're at the bottom of the deck here, Temperance. So this could be you moving in peace, actually moving. Some of you guys could be actually moving locations. But this is actually saying some of you guys are moving in a direction very quickly, and it's going to be in a good direction here, in a very peaceful direction, because peace is not something that you guys have been having for a while. And this is why now everything is starting to become stable. And we saw that. Didn't we see that here? Clearing out the negativity, running away from it. And it was another one, right? I thought it was another one, maybe not. But yeah, you have love all up in your reading, Sag. Let's go ahead. Let's get this Lovers card. See, before you had to cut people away because you refused to be an option. but you do have a new soulmate that's coming. For some of you, you're dealing with someone from your past. But either way, it's coming. Look how big that sunflower is. I love it. Look at how excited you are, though, regardless. You have new love in this reading. Majority of this is talking about new love. I do sense past because, of course, again, this is a general reading. But this is really good. But, you know, like I said, I want us to focus on the cards that we had in the beginning because this is what I want to kind of do. Like I said, here it talks about wellness mentally and physically. This one actually talked about clearing any type of negative energy. If you have to run from it, run. Okay. Here it talks about staying strong in faith that you're going to get what you want no matter what it is. Right now you may be very sensitive, very emotional and sad, but things will get better. Self-care and gentleness, being compassionate on yourself or having compassion. Here it says, but ready to love again. And that is the theme of your reading because that is literally cups are everywhere. You have the Ace of Wands everywhere and the Ten of Cups. So I definitely see that here for you. So ready to love again is going to be the title of this reading. So this is what I have for you, Sag. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys back here again soon. Bye, guys.